The girl has become known publicly as WD. She has the mental capacity of a 6-year-old and has spent large swathes of her childhood in state care. After she was charged with murder at just 12 years old, Victoria's children's watchdog launched a rare inquiry into her care. Some of its damning findings were made public today. It identified serious deficiencies in Victoria's child protection system. I sat down with the report's lead author, Victoria's Commissioner for Children and Young People.
We found that in the 3 years, when she was 10, 11 and 12, she was in 10 different contingency placements, so 10 different residences, cared for by dozens of different workers, and frankly received an appalling level of care. Unsurprisingly, in that period she then left placement. Often she went missing hundreds of times, sometimes for days at a time, and when she was away from placement she was subjected to some absolutely horrendous harms.
Some of those systemic problems, can you detail what you've seen and whether that reflects, I guess, the experience of other children and in what way?
So some of the things that we saw in this inquiry, we absolutely see in other children's experiences. This government has initiated and built some smaller, more therapeutic residences and indeed has invested recently to try and improve residential care across the board. Unfortunately, for many children, it's still far from a stable, safe, appropriate home environment. We've said that we want the Victorian Government to fund and drive a cross-agency approach to child sexual exploitation that needs to involve police, working with child protection, working with residential care providers and hospitals and others, all with clear roles and responsibilities. That's not what we've seen in this case, in many other cases. It's very urgently needed.
You've made 19 recommendations, some of them public, some of them not. Do you expect the government will enforce those recommendations?
Our usual approach is that we would expect to receive a response from government detailing what they propose to do in respect of each recommendation. We haven't got that yet, but I expect that that will be coming soon.
The murder charges against the now 13-year-old WD were dropped and she's currently in secure and isolated state care. Her living arrangements will be reassessed in court in December.